Hello.
Hello.
You probably know us better as humorists who take an irreverent and often sideways look at the lighter side of life.
Yeah, but what you probably don't know about us is that we are arbiters of gastronomic excellence and have our own highly successful restaurant.
And here we are.
Stop now, driver. Well, as you can see, we've had the whole thing designed by a top London brasserie designer.
We then very wisely had his eyes put out so he could never repeat the design for an Eastern potentate.
Yes, the restaurant trade is about two things: people and their dinner.
We provide the dinner, that's tea if you're common.
And the world of show business provides the people. And here's one now. Shimmy hard, me old reprobate. Long time no comprende. I guess you not. You all right?
Yeah, it's all right. It's just an old stomach injury plays us up from time to time. I broke me tummy falling off a church roof when I was a babby. Another bit of craziness in me past I don't like to talk about.
Your usual table, Mr. Hard?
Aye, and I want the very best of everything for these two. They're black, you know. I've saved them from a life of pimping and drug dealing.
In your dreams, girl. I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That
Right
much
on,
is
brother.
true.
Rastafari out.
What is she like?
Well, tonight's seating plan reads like a copy of Who Who magazine. But in this game, you learn to treat everyone as equals, especially when they're really famous and much more important than ordinary people.
Phew. Harry Dean Stanton, Sheryl Crow, Timmy Mallet. He's a nutter. He started fighting there last time.
Hello, Gliteratis. Mr. D, it's Claudia Schiffer again. She wants to know if you can fit her and David in.
Claudia. Why do you do this to me? Tell her no.
Hello? I'm sorry, that's not possible.
Not to worry then. Sorry to bother you. Achtung, Spitfire. It's a bit salty.
I know, I found it on a seat in the toilet. It makes you sick, doesn't it?
Well, let's take a closer look at the behind-the-scenes world of our glamorous restaurant.
You'll never make us, chef, and do you know why? Answer me when I talk to you, and are you too pig-headed? That's it. You're nothing but a pig's head. What the bloody hell is this?
I'm your new trainee, sir.
But you're hardly more than a child.
I am a child, sir, but I'm strong. Please, sir, my mother asked that I might receive payment during my apprenticeship.
Not a cursed penny. Tell your mother she's a syphilitic whore with a painted face. Take my advice, boy. Never marry a woman. Chefs should not marry women. You work your penis to a stump serving meals of godlike genius to ungrateful swine, and all you get is a nagging shrew in your ear. Can we have this? Can we have that? Can we have curtains? Can we have groceries?
A chef is misunderstood by everyone. He's not just a chef, you know. He's like an artist. A chef, when he cook, is like Picasso, painting in his saucepan. His brush is his spoon. His pants is his ingredients. His palette is his chopping board. Huh? His easel is his kitchen. His canvas is his plate. His little cleaning up rack is his little cleaning up rack. It's the same thing, the same. Of course, he go crazy and violent. C'est comme ça pour le chef. Hein? A chef is like a boxer. His gloves are his little oven mitts, and his baggy shorts are his hat.
Regard my friend out of feet owners this way, mince. Well, neither of us is a master chef, but what restaurateur can resist the temptation of dabbling in his own kitchen?
Yes, in fact, we've invented most of the delicious dishes on the menu here at Gliterati, and Jeremy's going to show us how to make one of those using only ingredients from shops.
That's right. Firstly, a traditional old British favourite with a little twist of my own to it. It's my own health-conscious version of scrummy steak and kidney pud, and I call it my crispy tuna fish and sweet corn hot pot bake Italian style. What?
I thought you said it was English.
When I say Italian, I mean a squeeze of tomato puree, just to give it that lovely continental style mix of delicious tomatoey flavours. Now, I always favour pre-flaked tuna.
Always pre-flaked. So much, if you lack the strength to actually get through chunky tuna, it's quite hard with a fork. Look at that, look how hard that is. I'm really having quite a lot of difficulty doing that.
Now, if you can't get a can of tuna at your local deli, or if you have an allergy to it that makes you vomit until you wish you were dead, don't worry, there is an alternative. You can use a can of pilchards or mackerel.
Sardines?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Anchovies?
Yeah.
Luncheon meat? Apricots? Fruit cocktail? In fact, you can use anything.
Well, within reason, you can.
No, you can use anything.
Yes, I think that's what I said.
No, you misunderstand what I was attempting.
No, I think I know what you were attempting. I am trying to cook, and it is very stressful, and I just don't need this.
So, it's not dough then.
What?
It was dough you would need it. Sorry.
Now, of course, canned tuna is very unlike other kinds of sushi. Anyone who's been to a Japanese restaurant and been unlucky enough not to have chosen from the English menu at the back will have had to gag their way through a plate of nasty cold raw fish.
Yes, our Japanese friends might have a flair for stabbing themselves and crashing their planes into ships, but really they're...
Well, nonetheless, they have brought a lot of work to the northeast.
To our ships.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Well, I'm sorry, but when I think of Tenko and what they did to Doctor Who's assistant, frankly, it makes me sick. Sorry, I'm not being much help. Let's get on with the recipe. What's next?
Right, now in go the rest of the ingredients there, and some nice cheese there for the top.
Is that ordinary cheese?
No, it's what we call grated there. That's lovely. But no bake, of course, would be complete without that crispy, crunchy, lovely topping.
Which is where your bits of old stale bread come in.
That's right. Now, this is sun-dried bread that I left out in the garden during the summer. And Jack, would you like to do the honours there?
Oh, I'd love to, yeah. I love working with bits of old stale bread. You know, an old Italian chef buddy of mine once said that working with stale bread was like feeling a woman's breasts.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it was something else.
Anyway, here's one I did earlier, as they say on Blue Movies, and I'm going to take it out of the oven where it's been on heat for 2 hours.
Shouldn't you use oven mitts?
Oh, don't worry about me. I've got chef's fingers. Right, let's have a look at this poncy load of nonsense. I don't suppose there's anything as simple as a spam fritter. No, I didn't think so. Sole Meunier. When I was a lad, it was more like Dole Meunier. Dear me, it wasn't like this in the Nick, man.
The sir wished to cancel the chilled consommé and shrimp mousse in puff pastry.
I never ordered that. I can't even pronounce it. Let look.
You did, sir. Have it written down, sir.
You calling me a liar?
Please don't make me hurt you again, sir.
I don't believe this place.
And would you like your usual small green salad?
Yeah.
Followed by a parfait of kiwi fruit?
Aye.
And chamomile tea for our tummy?
Yeah.
And Elizabeth Shaw mint crisps? Thank you, sir.
All right. And I want some soul food for the brothers. I don't understand it. It's just not reducing how it should.
Chef! Table 17 would like you to come and be rude to them.
I'll tell them to piss off.
Or would you tell them? It's their daughter's birthday. It'd mean so much to them, please.
Oh.
Hola, Vincenzo. You are born to be rude. It's not a choice you have, it's a gift. A gift is like a present, or an onion. The more layers you take off, the less onion you have. Go on, mon ami. Go.
matter?
We didn't really enjoy our food.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I'm not really cut out for this. I'm much happier when I'm fishing. You're trying to provoke me, madam?
Well, yes.
Very well. Would you kindly leave the restaurant, please?
But I haven't finished my tea. Quiet, darling. Mr. Arkwright's a genius.
Sorry, love, doesn't look like either of us have got much say in this.
Please, Mr. Arkwright, it is her birthday.
Very well. Fuck off out of here. I don't need scum like you. I'm a genius, come from up north. I've got a Latin temperament. Out you go, you fuckers.
But I haven't finished. I'm hungry.
Come along. We've never been so insulted in our lives, and we're leaving.
Many happy returns. Nice people.
Although people love the subtle, classic taste, Martini's glamorous image makes some feel too self-conscious to drink it. Frankly, they feel too ugly to drink it. Don't you, Jonathan?
Yes, my face looks ridiculous. That's why I've come to you.
Let's do it. Come on, everyone. You could look as good as Jonathan.
Thanks, Jilly. At last, I can enjoy my martini. Chin-chin.
With Martini, we can make Britain a more beautiful place.
Okay, I want pastrami on Bavarian rye, sweet pickle, tomato. Easy on the Dijon, kosher dill on the side.
Excuse me, double decaf hazelnut latte, medium roasted Colombian beans, 2% milk.
Sirloin hoagie topping, jack cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, capers, and Russian dressing, fresh Parmesan and oregano to go.
The new Chrysler Neon, built for the most demanding country in the world.
Hello, I'm Claire. The boss is hard at work.
Tell Oliver our new logo has to go to Tayside. If he loses it, what?
What? And Oliver has a problem.
You could have sent that logo by ISDN like that. It's the future, Oliver.
Package for the seaside, John.
When mankind meets machine, Mercury can help. Call for our free booklet to see how we've helped businesses like yours.
Pantene is one of the few shampoos in my office to make it into my bathroom.
Pantene, for hair that looks so healthy it shines.
There are 5 flavor experiences in every pack of Jolly Rancher sweets.
Come on, guys. Don't be alone. To make new friends, just pick up the phone. 0891 chat 35 35 35.
What puts the core in your korma? Makes an Italian seriously saucy. A soup simply super. And is delicious straight from the pot. Biopot natural yogurt by Onken. A natural choice.
You have an appointment with Dr. Pepper.
I love the smell of Dr. Pepper in the afternoon.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
The English are just so bad at eating out.
Oh, they have no idea.
Unless it's a pub and they're ordering a ploughman's.
At home, we don't eat red meat at all, apart from beef.
Joy of meal.
3 years ago, if you asked for bread in a baker's shop, they didn't know what you were talking about. Now it's everywhere.
Eccellente.
Monsieur, with these twits, you're really spoiling us.
Apparently, the only way to find the best chocolate truffles is to put the box in front of a pig and let him choose.
Well, things are really starting to hot up, so I'm taking a crafty breather over here with our lettuce chef. Thomas, it's always a great pleasure to watch you at your craft. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm throwing the lettuce up and down in the air and catching it.
And what does that do?
Well, it keeps it going up and down in the air.
Is it vital to keep the leaves at a certain temperature?
Oh, yes. You have to keep it below 90 degrees centigrade.
Right, what would happen if it went above that?
I wouldn't be able to touch it.
Well, I must say it's something I've always wanted to have a go at. May I?
Oh, no. It's far too dangerous.
Thomas, I must have that lettuce. Is it ready?
Most people think that haute cuisine is very rich and complicated, but it doesn't have to be that way. For instance, look at this, it's the plain omelette. What could be more delicious than that? Very, very simple, but why not try a little variation, which I like to do. Now, what you will need is some calvados. Here you go, let that go down a little. And some Cointreau. Yeah. Some crème, not too much. And some butter. Some butter to thicken the sauce. Here we go. Voilà. And this is very, very nice. Some duck pâté. In go the duck pâté. Quack, like that. And now some goose fat, which is very nice, just to finish it off. I put some little goose fat in it. This will be delicious. And then just to cut the richness that we have, a jar of Nutella. This will be very nice. I first saw this recipe done in a little town in Scotland, which appears once every 100 years, and is called Brigadoon. But of course, you must always get the best ingredients. And to do this, you must do what we do, and that is to get to the supermarket before it closes. Well, our search for the freshest produce and here at the fruit and veg counter. Now, melon is like a baby. You smell its bottom to see if it's ripe. That one is good. And pineapple. Well, now pineapple is ready to eat only if it have a sign on it. Say it's ready to eat.
The only way to tell if a banana's ripe is to do this. No, not ready. And have you ever bought free-range eggs thinking you're being kind, and you crack one open only to find the tiny red beating heart of an embryo? Not very pretty cooking, is it? And look at this. It's called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Why can't you believe it's not butter? Is it so painful for you to accept the fact that it's something else? Does it disrupt your fairy tale world of spreadable joy? I suggest an alternative brand name. It should be called, you know fucking well it's not butter, now grow up.
The only way to tell if the yogurt is really fresh is to throw it at the shop assistant to see if it sticks. That one is good. Don't be afraid to do this. Remember, always get the best ingredients. But you know, even a chef cheats sometimes. I let you into a little secret. It's frozen pastry, and I'm not going to pay for it.
Now we're going to show you what you can do with your hair to make yourself look like celebrity chef Gary Rhodes.
So for that middle-aged punk violinist can't come to terms with himself look, you're going to need these ingredients to give yourself that brand new style.
Now what I've got here is some lovely golden syrup, just warmed through to loosen that slightly, some egg white, just beaten until slightly stiff, and some absolutely gorgeous extra virgin olive oil.
Right, what are you going to start with?
Here we go. Well, I'll start with the lovely egg white here. That should get that going nicely up.
Right.
Like that.
That's looking good already,
That's
actually.
Very nice. Well, now to complete that roguish gypsy, sort of rough diamond look, what I've got here is an earring, and as you can see, it's just a pineapple ring.
Don't
really.
worry if you haven't got any pineapple rings, because a hula hoop will do just as well. I've made one earlier, and look, I've made some teeth here, Jeremy. There's one for you with orange peel.
Thanks, that's...
And that'll just goes in there, the detail.
And that, for eyes, you just got ordinary cocktail olives. They look smashing.
What about a French bean moustache for that final master chef-y look? Look at this. There we are.
So I'm standing in this warehouse, and there's 20 of them, all armed with machete guns, and one of them shot us in the head, and there was so much blood that it drowned them and washed them all away, and that's how I escaped. When I think of the crazy scrapes I used to get myself into, it's a wonder of my life to tell tales.
Would Sir like to choose some wine or not?
I don't drink. I used to. Used to drink enough for 10 men. Just another bit of craziness in me past.
Perhaps some mineral water.
I told you, I don't drink. I used to drink enough Perrier for 30 Frenchmen. Just crazy. Just used to think it was normal to have to keep getting up to go to the toilet. Did I tell you about the time I swallowed a gun? For a laugh?
Yes, you did, yes, and we were all very impressed. If I may say so. A bit scared.
Ah, well, that's all right then. I don't suppose you get many scallywags like me in here, do you? I've got a metal comb.
Shut your noise, you Geordie nonce.
Sorry. Sorry, lads.
Can't stand nitpickers. Can't eat this. Don't like garlic as a shot of glass of ice cream. I mean, get a life. Hi, how are you?
So, Jack, how's it going in the front line?
Well, there's been a bread roll fight between Nigel Havers and Wendy Craig.
They are a pair of celebrity hellraisers, aren't they?
Yeah, got a bit out of hand, actually. Nigel's been taken to hospital. The trouble with Wendy, she just doesn't know where to draw the line between monkey business and wholesale violence.
Was Nigel going to be okay?
I just don't know. There were a lot of breadcrumbs in his hair when I saw him.
Christ, poor bloke.
Yeah. Oh, hello, hospital doctor. Nigel. Oh, I see. Thanks for telling us. Bye. It's bad news about Nigel. Apparently some butter had gotten mixed up in the bread roll somehow. Anyway, some of it got into his ear.
God. Let's hope it doesn't spread. Well, what better moment to lighten the tone and show you a starter which makes the perfect accompaniment to our bait. For a touch of oriental magic, and for any vegetarians at our party.
They are a nuisance, aren't they?
Well, each to his own, you
Bleating,
know.
bloody nuisance. Can't eat this, can't eat that.
Yeah, well, anyway,
can't or won't, I always say.
There's a cater for their needs.
You know, I had a dinner party once. This bloke, he turned up, he was on a macrobiotic diet, right? And he had this little sort of like Tupperware container, and he started eating what looked like sand out of it. I just want to push his smug little face into it.
Jack.
Sorry, it's just this business with Nigel. It's getting to me.
I know, mate, it's okay. Anyway, to cater for our herbivorous chums, I've come up with this. It's my authentic Eastern tofu surprise. And the surprise is, it's liver. Now, I've diced this, as you can see, into 1-inch diced cube-style squares. But the thing about tofu, of course, is it doesn't actually taste of anything.
Which is where your marinade comes in?
That's right. Now, to mask the flavour of the liver and give it that famous tofu white colour, I've used Tipex, and we sprinkle that on very liberally there. That's absolutely lovely. And then I'm just going to sprinkle this in some plain flour. Here's another one, and then I'll spear these on these cocktail sticks.
So kind of a sort of cheesy pineapple satay kebab feel to the starters.
Yeah, that's right. Now, what we do then, of course, is just fry with some onions, a little bit of bacon, and then your veggie guests won't even know they're eating me.
So they feel a bit less run down than normal the next day.
That's right. Well, anyway, our roving reporter Smeggers has been out to a vegetarian cafe to try this sample out on some people.
People who think they're better than us.
Hello, I'm out here. Here's the calf, there's the customers. Let's go in and give it a try. Hello, it's Smeggers from Telly. Are you lot vegetarian? Vegans, actually. Even better. Can you taste this new tofu surprise and tell us what you think? Quite nice. It's like Tipexy aftertaste, but apart from that, it's lovely. Yeah, you get quite an energy rush from it. Has it got guarana in it? Oh, let me give you a clue.
Not long, my little friend. Not long. There. Run free.
Too late for that one, Robert. Come on, the others. I've got plans for you.
Why? What are you going to do about me?
Why isn't anyone afraid of me?
Skin and bone, love. You need to bulk up. Do some weights like we do.
You should come up the gym with us sometime. We'll show you around.
Oh, would ya? Thanks, lads.
Oh.
Well, we've come to the end of yet another evening at Gliterati's. Everyone seems to have had a wonderful time. Jack's discussing tomorrow's menus with Vincenzo.
Men's food. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Like food that's really in your face.
I want to ban women from my restaurant. Always dithering over the side and frightened to eat brains with their fingers. I want to cook. Listen to these. A scallop of veal cooked in its own fear. Pig's testicles in urine. That's what I want to cook. Men's food, all done using only Stone Age implements. And why not get panda on the menu? What could be more endangered than a celibate bear under the grill? And look at this. A list of 30 Hollywood superstars prepared to donate their own organs to the stock pot. Are we to embrace cannibalism? Or are we not the men whose fathers were?
In 30 years as a chef, I have not received one complaint until today, when I hear a guest has found a hand in his fruit salad, a little hand. I wonder who is the owner of this hand.
It was an accident, Chef. The knife was so sharp and my cutting arm is lame, as you know.
You know what I need? I am beginning to think it was your foot that Jan Leeming found in her strawberry pavlova. Very well. I am prepared to overlook it on this one occasion. But you know what? This kind of carelessness, it could be serious. Allez, continue. I tell you what, this place is a license to print money.
What do you mean?
Well, come off it. All I have to do is walk around among them and they think they're getting something decent to eat.
Well, I think the food here is absolutely num-nums.
Do you? By the way, where's that arsehole Smeggers? Meant to be driving me home tonight.
Well, I'm sure he won't be very long. The veggie calf's only round the corner. Oh, hello, what's this?
This was brought to the back door by some men in balaclavas. It's addressed to you two.
Do you fancy some head?
No thanks, I'm a bit tired.
And there'll be another real-life experience for Jack and Jeremy next Friday evening at the same time, 5 past midnight, when they take on the role of consumer watchdogs.